child needs to read a complete story, that is 2 or 3 paragraphs together. So in the text, you can give an entire excerpt, what we call an excerpt, 2 or 3 paragraphs together, and see and observe the child. If the child is able to properly read with fluency and speed, they are able to read the 2 or 3 paragraphs together. And we should be mindful about all the punctuation marks as well. Now, whether the child is stopping at proper conjunctions or not, and and how much there is something called if the child is hesitating after words, or if the child is reading one word, like word by word. So in paragraph, if a child is reading, there is so the child has difficulty in reading a paragraph together, then please assess the child in terms of whether the child is able to read different words or not. So because there are many concepts, isn't it? So there are many syllables. I won't be able to say it for Khasi. The examples I am taking here is for the language of English. So I am assuming there would be different concepts in concepts of language or syllables in Khasi as well, and there would be different ways to teach a child how to read words properly, how to read a paragraph properly, or how to read an entire story. So this is basically to test their reading skill. So let me just revise it once more. What we have to do, the sequence of it. We will start with giving the child a paragraph. If a child is from class 1, we will give a paragraph from class 1 textbook to the child. If a child is from belongs to standard 2, 3, 4, 5, we will give them a textbook of standard 2, and then we will ask them first to read a paragraph. The child is not able to read the paragraph, we will go to the word. We will ask them, we will give some words, random words from the text, and ask the child to pronounce it. Okay, whether they are able to read it or not. And if the child is making more than 3 mistakes, we will go back to letters and help and point out to letters and ask them if they can recognize these letters or not. Okay, so this is, we will go backwards. Now, the condition is if a child is able to read the paragraph, all right. If the child is not making more than 3 mistakes, we will go to story and see if the child is able to read a story or not, with fluency, with all the understanding all the punctuation marks. Okay. If the child is able to do it, we will tick. There is a particular sheet. I'll show you the sheet, how to tick on that sheet. It's very simple. So if you think this child is at story level, if he or she can read the story, you will tick. If not, then you will tick at paragraph. All right. So it's the sequence is very simple. There are just 4 levels. We will use our textbooks only, and we will start with the 3rd level, that is the paragraph level, and we will go forward or backward depending on whether the child can read the paragraph or not. Similarly, we have another math sample. Now, maths, you can definitely use numerics from any language. That is the official language of the school. Here it is in English. You can, if English is okay with you, you can give this sums in English as well. Now, I need a help from the teachers to understand one thing. For grade 1 and 2, does a child in their textbook, are they taught how to do division for class 1 and 2?
No, ma'am.
Right? So it's the division starts from class 3.
Yes.
So what we have to do again for class 1 and 2, just test the student in terms of subtraction, till subtraction, not the division part. For class 3, 4 and 5, you can give the division as well. Now for maths, what you can do, you can start with subtraction, and this can be a this can be done in Blackboard itself. So whatever sums are given, these are subtraction of two digits, borrowing. All right. So students should know place value. By standard 2 also students should know place value. If they know the place value system, place value concept, they will be able to do the subtraction. Double digit borrowing subtraction. Till class 2, you can start with subtraction. The third level, always start with the third level. So write some of the sums. If they make more than two mistakes, more than two mistakes, you can give 4 to 5 sums, and if they make more than two mistakes, then you go back to the preceding level, that is number recognition. Ask them to recognize the number, just whether they are able to read that number or not, whether they know that number or not. If they are able, if they don't if they make more than three mistakes, then you go back to number recognition, single digit. All right. And if a child is making more than three mistakes in single digit also, then the child would be in a level called beginner level. We'll show you how to take this. Now, this is for class 1 and 2. If now for class 3, 4 and 5, the division will be, you have to test the child on division. Similarly, just write 3 or 4 divisions on the blackboard and ask all the children to do. Okay. So, but for all the classes, from 1 to 5, you please start with subtraction. If a child knows, if a child can do subtraction, all right, so you have to test the child in terms of division, whether the child can do division or not. If a child is not able to do the subtraction, making two mistakes, then you test the child on number recognition and single digit number recognition and double digit number recognition. So, single digit number recognition and double digit number recognition would be an individual task. So, you have to call a child and ask him to recognize. Okay. So, let me share another document with you. And I'll show you that once you have done the assessment, how to write it down. How you need to write it down to know or to keep a record. How will you keep that record? It's very simple. Okay. So this is the guidebook. You can read the guidebook where it's very simple. And this is the sample sheet I'm talking about. So you have to fill up maybe this is you can fill this for one class. Like you will have if for class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. If there are 5 classes in the school, there will be 5 sheets like this. Now it's not necessary that you can print out this sheet, or you can simply make a format like this on a piece of paper. There will be 5 papers probably. You can do it there, and you can write. This is what you have to do. You simply have to put the roll numbers of the student, name of the student, okay, gender, and you can see these are the levels we were talking about, the levels that was there in the assessment. So there is always a level called beginner. So a children who doesn't even know, cannot recognize single digit number or letters in a language, they will be in the beginner level. And what you have to do is you have to tick the highest level. You don't have to tick all the levels that they cross. For example, if a student, for one student, I'm just giving you an example, in reading, so what you did is you started with the paragraph level.
Hello,
Paragraph level?
hello. Sorry,
Yes?
Di. Your screen is there, but your document is not opened till now.
Oh, document is not moving.
Yes.
The document is not open in our screen.
Oh, the document is not open.
Yeah, maybe it's showing open in your screen, but here is not showing. Yeah.
Let me try again. Just please let me know if it's showing now.
Yeah, it is visible now, Rubina.
Oh, why should it have spoken earlier? Went too far. So this is the document. This document is already shared with you. You can read the document. This document will also help you to remember how to do the test. It is a guideline, step-by-step guide. Whatever I have explained it to you, I'm very sure it's just once I'm explaining, so you can go back to this document if you forget. It's like a SOP, how to conduct the test. So this is the sheet I was talking about. This sheet has certain information that everyone needs to fill up, and there will be 5 sheets for 5 classes. And if there are more sections, then you can add more sheets. So you can print out the sheets, or you can simply copy this format into a page. This format is not very complicated also. It's a very simple format to mention the roll numbers, name of the student, age, gender, and then what you have to do, that's what I was explaining, reading levels and maths levels. These are the levels that we have already seen in the tools. Okay, so if you go back to the tool, you have already seen that this tool has 4 levels, no? Letter, word, paragraph, and story. Similarly, that tool has number, single digit, number, double digit, subtraction, and division. Okay, so what you have to do when you are assessing a student, I'm going to repeat, just bear with me the example. You called one child, you gave the child, the child can be from any class, okay, let's say class 3 or 4, and you ask the child to read a paragraph. Now, if the child is able to read a paragraph, all right, don't tick in the paragraph. Ask the child to read the story. If the child is not able to read the story, as I have explained, okay, then the child's highest level in reading is paragraph. The child can read a paragraph level, but not a story. Means the child very fluent in story, fluent in reading, sorry. Okay, that demonstrates that. So the child's highest level would be paragraph, and that is where you have to tick, just a tick. Now, you called another child. This child, you again ask the child. Now the child is not able to read the paragraph. The child is not fluent, making mistakes, reading it as string of words instead of sentences. So you go back to word, the word. You identify, you pick up some random words, and you ask the child to read the word. If the child is able to read the word, then the child's highest level of reading is the child's word. You tick on word, okay, on this column, on this cell, word. If the child is not able to read the word, go back to letter and tick there. Similarly, if the child is not able to read letter, beginner. The child beginner. We have to treat him like a beginner. So, is it making sense? Are you able to understand it?
Yes, madam. Yeah.
Oh, all, all. Similarly, for mathematics, class 1 and 2, just give them sums of subtraction. All the children who can do the sums of subtraction, their highest level will be subtraction. You can directly tick them. Those child who cannot do subtraction, you have to assess them whether they can recognize double digit number or single digit number. Similarly, whichever is their highest level, just take the highest level, not all the levels that they give, just the highest level. If the child, then for class 3 to 5, if the child is able to do subtraction, then please test the child on division as well, whether they can do division or not. So, and tick it. If the child is able to do division, good, tick the highest level. If the child is not able to do division but subtraction, just subtraction is their highest level. So all we have to remember here is that we will always start at the third level and we will assess and we will, backward or forward depending upon whether the child is able to attain that third level or not. And we have to tick only the highest level. We don't have to tick everything here. We just have to tick the highest level. Uh, I will finish in this note. Two or three more voices understood it. It will really help me to know. Yes, yes, yes. Any question?
Means we don't need to take all the tests like letter, words, paragraph.
We do, but depending on,
Yes.
again, let me give you this example. You call one child for reading.
Yeah.
Ask the child to read the paragraph first. If the child is able to read the paragraph, no, all you have to do is ask him to read the story.
So if he or she will be a student of class 1, then I think they won't be able to read direct paragraph. Huh?
Because a child should be able to, from class 1 itself, the child should be able to read. Reading level, reading level should be paragraph, isn't it?
Means paragraph should be a simple one.
Yeah, simple one.
For class 1. And class 2 will be different one.
For class 2 to
Yes.
class 5.
Means
Yes.
it will be different.
Yes, yes.
Different type of paragraph we have to take.
Yes, yes. So for class 1 student, just take the textbook of class 1. Simple, very simple. Give them a simple paragraph. For class 2 to 5, even for a class 5 student only, please use only class 2 standard textbook. That is the level of simplicity. Whether they can read it or not. Very simple. We do assess whether they are able to read fluently or not. That's why paragraph is different from story. Story, there is more fluency. So, but you please assess the students of class 1 as well in terms of story. Story is nothing but 2 or 3 paragraphs together. That's all. Okay?
Okay.
Is it making sense?
Yes.
Any other question? I'm taking some time here. If there is any other question, please you can put it here. It's very easy to forget the sequence, what to do after what. It's very easy to forget the instructions as well. So don't worry about it. There is an instruction manual. This document itself is a manual where you can read. And it's not, I think there are only 8 pages in this manual. It will give you in pointers, what are the instructions, what you have to do if you forget. Then after that, we are here. You can call up any of us. Our numbers are in the group itself. You can call any of us if you have any kind of confusion for this. Okay. Because if all of you have understood what to do, how to do the assessment, then we will come to the operational part. That is because we have there are certain amount of students, right? 50 plus students, maybe 60 plus students. So we have to assess them in maths as well as language. So how can we do it? How can we make it more simpler for ourselves, for the teachers to assess? But before going to that part, any question, any thought you want to share? I'm stopping. If you have not understood anything, or confusion is there, we can address. All right. So I'm taking it. Uh, there is no question right now. There will be definitely a lot of questions, maybe 2-3 days after this. So let me share how the other schools who have completed their assessment has done it. Okay. So there has been a volunteer attached to the school. Now these volunteers can be any company who is willing to help. So what we have thought is that if the principal of the school, or if you as a teacher, you can enlist the help of other teachers as well, or you can approach the SMC or the village council. There will definitely be youth group attached to the village councils, right? So there will be students who are probably graduate students, or class 11, 12 students, they will be there in the village itself. So you can enlist the help of any volunteer, anyone who is ready to volunteer. Please approach the SMC, or you can approach your principal. Huh. You can approach the headmistress, headmaster, and they can help you to get a volunteer from the SMC or the village council for a day. For a day, these volunteers can help you do the assessment, because otherwise it is a humongous task to complete. That is one strategy of doing it. And here I'm just placing an idea here. So the last cohort of volunteers will be getting certificates from us, from our side. These certificates are really helpful for students to show that they have done volunteer work for their future. No? So these certificates will really help them. So if any student is interested, class 11, 12 student or graduate student is interested, please enlist their help, and you can inform them that they will be getting this certificates from us, signed certificates about their contribution from us, which can help in their CV as they grow up. No? So you can give us the name of those volunteers who help do this. So this is a way, a operational way we have figured out, which can help you complete the assessment. So many schools have already completed assessment with the help of volunteers, and these volunteers will be getting certificates. So, so you can approach you can please talk to your HM, and we can talk to the SMC or the village council to get one volunteer for a day. If there was a volunteer, yes, anything you want to mention? Hello?
Yes.
Hello. Okay, I'm stopping this screen share. I'm a little bit out of breath as well. I have a horrible cold. So I'm waiting for questions. I'm waiting for any thoughts you have, and we are almost at the end of the session. So please bear with us a little bit more. Please don't leave the meeting. We have already part of the instructions. We are just sharing some suggestions with you how to complete it. The assessment. Any thought, any question? And I would like to show you a last thing. I'll show you before you wait. But I'm still waiting for questions. Or any thoughts. Any thoughts are welcome.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Like in the sample that you have shown us, there's a line for name of the assessor and name of the teacher. So what's the difference between those?
Yes. If the assessment, like I said, if the assessment is being done by a volunteer. Oh, so the volunteer can write the name in terms of the assessment, in the place of assessment. And teacher will definitely be the teacher who is in charge of the entire assessment, or the class teacher. The teacher who is responsible for that particular class. Now, if as a teacher, if you are doing the assessment, you can write your name in both the places. No problem. Okay, let me show you another thing. Okay, just a moment. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see there is something called a planning card. So this is a just a document which will give you an activity to do with the children. So this is after the assessment has happened and you already know which students are lacking in which area. So this is a planning card which teaches students about the number system as well as certain operations. Uh, so these are certain activities that you can do with children after class. Uh, and that is entirely upon the teacher how to do this. You can, there are different ways. There are different ways. So, for example, from class 1 to 5, supposedly you choose a day in the entire week where you want to teach all the students who are lacking, who doesn't even recognize double digit number or single digit number. They are having problem recognizing these numbers. So you will know which students are lacking there from the assessment itself. Then select a day, select after class, maybe dedicate half an hour in between any class, just half an hour, and do one activity with those students. Now these students, you can pull all the students from class 1 to 5 who have a problem with identifying numbers or who doesn't know how to do subtraction or multiplication or addition. So you pull these students together and do an activity with them. That is the activity-based learning that we hear about so much. No, so these planning cards will give you an idea of an activity. You can definitely tweak the activities, or you can do your own activities as well. This is just something to help. No? Now, students learn more when we apply all the senses. Huh? This is a very basic concept of pedagogy, isn't it? So, and activities really help them to retain their concentration as well. So you can do this activity. You can bring this activity is about there is a picture. It's written in Hindi, but later this has been translated to English about the instruction. Is anyone speaking anything? So there will be a lot of other activities to choose from. You can see, you can read the activities. This will give you an idea how to make it more engaging for the students. So here it talks about use of flowers to do operations. Very simple activity. You can ask the children questions. You can show them the picture, and you can ask the children the questions. Or you can do it with flowers as well. The instruction is already written here. And you can ask the children to collect leaves, flowers from outside and make garlands from it, using different combination of numbers. And you can also teach them operation with the help of this activity, with the help of the flowers they have collected or the leaves they have collected. So we will be sharing an entire package with you where there will be a lot of activities you can choose for different to teach the children different concepts through activities. And I'm very sure all the teachers are very innovative. You already have a lot of experience with activity-based learning. So you might have used it in your class. It is just right now your focus on using that innovation, uh, using TLMs and using activity-based learning to help the student improve their learning foundational skills. That's anything anyone wants to because I'm done. So I'm waiting for people to ask me questions. Uh, Please don't leave the meeting. Request. Sir David, please can you mute yourself? All right. So moving forward, there is a last section left. Okay, and Pankaj will help you understand the about. David sir, can you please mute yourself?
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Okay.
David, can you please mute your device?
Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
mute
Thank
them.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So Pankaj will show you a very brief instructions on. We need some details from the students before you do the assessment. Okay. And these details are very simple details that is already available with you. So there is an application. You can download the application and you can enter that data. Or the volunteer I was talking about, no, who can help you do this assessment. You can use the volunteers for this particular part of inputting data in the application. So Pankaj will show you that, and afterwards, I think we can take your thoughts, we can take your questions, and we can decide that what to do next, when to conduct this assessment. Okay, okay, Pankaj, I'm handing it over.
Yes, Lee. Uh, Thank you, Rubinadi, and thank you all of you for listening patiently. And I am sharing the last part of the session. Please wait. I am sharing the screen. Yeah, I think it will be visible. And now the after that, when you will uh, go through the assessment and after the collect the data of the students. So first of all, you have to open your device, and in your device open the Play Store. Okay, and you have to search on the search bar Mera Yogdan. Okay, when you will type Mera Yogdan, this app will be visible, and you have to then you have to install. After that, when you will install the Mera Yogdan app, the next part is you have to open this app. When you will open this app, first of all, this page will be open. There is two page. I will show you. My circle is on the device. So you will you have to choose your language as a prefer. So when you choose your as example English, then you have to continue. When you will after the next, so you have to choose a there is two options. Okay, so you have to choose a become a volunteer. When you will click on the become a volunteer button, so after that you have to this screen, that types of screen you have share on your device. When you will install your app, open your app, so from in the screen you have to on your number from your mobile number, tap on this uh, app, and after that when you will click on the send OTP from your number, uh, there will be you have to fill the OTP. After that you have to verify your number. This app will be verify your number. Then after that, when you will verify your number, so this page like that page will be open. Okay, so after that you have to go the campaign list. First of all, this page will be like that campaign list. The next when you click the campaign list, after that the next page will be open, and there is four campaign you have to see, and you have to only click there buniyadi Shiksha Abhiyan BSA. Okay, so when you click the BSA button, so then after that uh, in your device this page will be open, and the next button you have to click the execute. When you will click the execute button, after that you have to go the student registration. There is only not a there is only for a student information. Before, when also Vinadi has shared with you, you have to when you fill the data assessment, so this app will be you have to fill the information. That next when you will click the student registration, the this after that this page will be open. Okay, and you have to first of all you have to add this add, click on the add button. When you will click on the add button, after that the second page, the next page is like that will be open. Okay, so there is a two option, give a consent or does not give a consent. Means you have to write on your name. So I have uh, suggest to you, please give a consent and type on your name. Okay, uh, when you will tap on this name, then after the next button in the there is a typing keyboard, but when you in the next in upper side when you will up the screen, so on the down button you have to go to the next, and after that you have to the page will be student information beneficiary page will be open. So this is the basic information of a student. You have to fill that. First of all, as like that state name and district name, select this is, there is the option. When you click the option, there is the you have to all the state. Okay, so you have to choose the uh, mm, like the Meghalaya state. Then after that you have also click the district name, so you choose the Riboi option. Then after you which block you are doing your assessment, so you have to select a Umling block. Like that you have to select a cluster and select a village name. After that you have to select a school name. School name these were these all tabs, all options have a options. You have to only click on the options and they will be provided you options, and you click on the as on the your suitable options. Okay, this school dashboard will not you have to choose. When you will choose your school name, so school dashboard will be automatically select select the school dashboard. Okay, after that you have to select the uh, studying class. After that you have to give their contact number of students or students parents, anybody. uh, After that you have to give the uh, child first name and child last name. After that you have to do her father's parents name. Okay, and after that this is the select the gender, and this is the last part of enter the date of birth. And after that when you will submit it, so it is the the complete the registration. Now the last one is when you submit that. After that this is the uh, last part, and this is this will be done. Okay, so when you will run the first data information, so on the first page when you will add, so this name will show you on your device how many data you are fill on your device. So like I fill one data, so there will be show in one data रोज लिंक दो. Okay, so this is the last part of the uh, data. And the second thing is uh, you you all have you all have to open the discussion, and question answering are open. So can you have any understanding or something, so you can share your confusion, and anyone want to add something? Rubinadi, you want to add something on this?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
I just want to ask, there are some of the parents, they don't use mobile phone, they don't have numbers. So what to do for that?
If number is not available, after that there is the once again uh, yes, when if mobile number is not available, so you have write on 91. Okay, first of all you have to 91 and write there 000. like
So it
that.
means we can have a number or we just need to write 00.
Yes, yes. Because when you will not write their number, so data will be not submitted.
Yeah, that's why it shows important. That's the main thing because some of the parents in our village, in our school, they don't have phone number itself. So
Yeah,
they don't use mobile also. It
yeah,
will be difficult for us to submit.
yeah. So it's okay, no problem. So you just click a 91 and after that 000. So it should be okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Hello, Rubinadi, you want to add something?
Pankaj, it's okay. If there is any question, we can take the question.
Yes.
Otherwise, from our side, almost the orientation is over. Right? So I'm waiting for questions. Huh? If there is any question.
Okay.
We won't take much more time. It's already 1:30. We have to leave people for lunch as well.
I have request to all the teachers, if you have any doubt and any question raised, please share.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes. Yes. Please.
So when we have to start this program, ma'am?
Yes. That was the next instruction. See, there has been a letter issued already that gives permission to
Yes.
volunteers. The first cohort of volunteers who were supposed to do the assessment last year, but it has
Yeah.
been extended since it hasn't been done in these schools. It has to be done in all the demo schools, and all of these schools are demo. So we have to do it as soon as possible. We have consulted with district administration and DMC sir. So after the half yearly examinations are over, so you can start as soon as possible. Please have a conversation with your HM. Uh, that if it's possible, you can start this week only. If the number of students are below 50, it shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 hours. You can divide the work in terms of maybe you can do one class in one day. You can take 2 3 days for this. And the most helpful would be if you can get a volunteer. That volunteer can be a class 11, 12 student as well as anyone from the community, anyone from the community. So you can like be oriented you can help the volunteer or you can ask us like please call us if you have got a volunteer and you want us to orient the volunteer. Okay, we will be available. So Pankaj is there, I am there. Please call so that we can, if you have got a volunteer, we can orient the volunteers. We can help you in that test. And you can just use the volunteer, employ the volunteer, and the volunteer will get certificates as well. And so you can, the students might be interested. You can ask 11, 12 if they are available in your school or in the village. Okay, so please start as soon as possible. We have to finish it by next week.
Actually, ma'am, for us, then vacation is going on. We have just completed our half-yearly examination. So by the last week of July, our school will be open.
Last week of July it will be open,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, by 24.
So, Grimwar, are you there? Like, maybe he can help.
Yes,
you.
Rubina, I just joined.
Okay, okay. Brimoy, so
Yeah.
everyone is saying that there is a vacation going on after examination.
Okay.
Huh? So if you can shed some light into when we should end this, because it was supposed to be like done last year only, but it has extended because of multiple engagement. So what should we do? You can take a call about this.
Okay, so it would be really great if we could complete as soon as possible, and that doesn't mean that we will be requesting you during the break time. So once the classes resumes, it is a humble request if you could start the assessment. So it won't take much time. Hardly it will take a week. So within a week, you will be able to complete that. So if we could complete it within a week, then by mid August, we will be able to execute the whole campaign. And the module design for this particular campaign is for 45 days. That is 1.5 months. So we will be able to wrap it up by the month of September. And in September, uh, uh, last part, or in October, first week, we will be able to do the inline as well. So yeah, this is the cycle of the steps of the campaign visualized. So if we could start as early as possible, I mean by the end of this month or from the first week of August, we will be able to wrap it up by October first week. So that's the visualization. So anything, any questions from your side? So before we finally say goodbye, can we have all on the camera, please, so that I could take one photo and share it in a group? So it's a humble request from everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We have some more teachers, so it's a humble request. So I'll be sharing the photo in the same WhatsApp group. That's
One right.
yes. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. I can see a few faces. Request some more teachers to come. I can see Lily Doris, Karmanyo. I think I'm pronouncing it right. David Klein is there. So, Boniface Ramde is there. So it won't just so it won't take much time. Pankaj, आप भी आ सकता है cameraman.
Yes, yes. I am available da. I am available da.
Oh, I think some of you are facing some issue. So yeah. I'm taking a screenshot. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's done. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this meeting. So let's hope best for this campaign and see what results we could contribute to this campaign. So once the end is done, after that analysis will be done, results will be shared to your respective schools. That is from my side. I think if you have anything to share, Pankaj, then you can wrap it up. Otherwise, it's done from my side.
No, no, okay da. Almost done.
So Pankaj, Rubina, can we wrap it up then?
Yes, yes, we can wrap it up. Thank you so much for your patience, for your time, and we hope to see you very soon.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
And the last one thing. Please share on your name, on your school name, and how many people you are joining to from to your school. So please share on the group. So it will be helpful for me to attend all the teachers. to this last request to all the teachers, please. Thank you.